Coordinating work is hard. That's why companies hire people. You need to hire developers, designers, PMs, and that's when you have a new project, you have everyone ready to work. But what if we could assemble teams dynamically, on demand? That's exactly what weXare does. It lets AI and people work together around a goal, and that's already happening. Last month in Paraguay, someone used weXare to coordinate an Airbnb turnover entirely using this platform. They used agents to write content, it involved people to bring supplies, to clean the rooms, even to translate to local Guarani language, and everyone got paid automatically. You have to be aware, none of these people knew each other up front. All this was done without no org charts, no teams, no workflows. Everything was done using the coordination that weXare enables. I'm Sacha. I spent 20+ years in Microsoft building large-scale systems and AI, and my co-founder Fabricio built decentralized communities all across Latin America. And we think this is the next operating system for work. You know, right now, everyone is focused on making AI smarter, right? But intelligence is no longer the bottleneck. Coordination is. You know, AI can generate text, it can generate code, it can generate images. But the moment work touches reality, it gets messy. You need people. You need judgment. You need local knowledge. You need trust. You need sometimes physical execution. And today, there's just no system designed for AI and humans to collaborate as peers. So let me show you what we did. So this is our platform. And for the sake of time, I just created here one prompt that allows you to, essentially the scenario here is I'm a host of Airbnb in Paraguay, and I want to actually create content and a marketing strategy for my guests, specifically targeting the Paraguayan community. So I'm going to skip this because, I mean, at this point, everyone has seen an agent. One thing that we've done here very uniquely is I'm actually the developer of Open Browser Claw. This is the first implementation of OpenClaw directly in the browser. Everyone is going with Mac Minis and virtual machines. We believe the browser is actually one of the most secure sandboxes out there. You run JavaScript every single day, and you don't worry about it, right? So this is an extremely powerful agent that we have directly in our browser. And it has all the skills, all the things that you will normally expect on OpenClaw. So you even here in the, it's even able to bytecode a calendar. It can do anything, right? It has memory, it has file system, etc. But all these systems always fail at the same point, which is, okay, I need someone to do something, okay? So imagine now I'm just going to actually do this, right? I want actually a person to help me out, write specific content for the Paraguayan community. I want to be very targeted for them. Great. Before, actually, it was doing the right thing. I just, for the sake of time, I don't want to go into a discussion because you start asking about details about the request. Here, what it does is actually going to detect intent, and it's actually identify that, hey, you need an actual person to do this work. It identified the work, identified the skills that are required, and essentially creates a nice bounty that I can just submit. So I'm going to submit this. Done. That's done. Essentially, what's going to happen here is people either that are already in the platform are going to be able to go here and find ongoing bounties, or we even have an agent that already knows the skills that are available on the platform to be able to pick this work. So it's going to reach out to them directly. But in here, it's already found a person. Actually, some person accepted the bounty and it's okay with the price. So great, I just accept this. And this is where the magic happens. And I want you all to be present for a moment, because I think this is probably an historical moment. We are very familiar how agents or people actually use AI to do work. We have this sort of master-slave relationship with AI, right? But nobody's doing the other way around. We don't have, what we're doing here with weXare is not only we're doing of course, the agentic part of creating work and delegating to AI, which does great, but also when it needs an actual person, it goes the other way around as well. And this is something very unique and extremely powerful. It changes everything. It changes how we think about work. Heck, even changes how we think about companies. right? Companies are built because they have transaction costs, because you need to hire people to have them always available at any time. Here, we actually allow you to just on-demand assemble the team that you need. Great, so we actually got some responses here. It's actually giving this, actually using Paraguay has this very unique language, which is Guarani, which you cannot really get in ChatGPT or any other platform. So I actually get someone to actually give me some really good recommendations on some copy that I can use on my marketing copy. So great, I'm done with the work. And now I submit it, I release the scroll, and immediately that person gets paid immediately. This is, again, a person in Paraguay, and I just did that payment directly from US to Paraguay instantly. So this is not just a prototype. This is something that is happening today. People are already using weXare. Now that AI can generate work for people, the real challenge becomes orchestrating execution. That's our insight. The future is not AI replacing people. The future is people and AI working together. And you notice I mentioned Paraguay quite a bit, right? You're wondering, why is this guy talking so much about Paraguay? Well, there's a very important reason. Paraguay is the #1 hub in the world of digital nomads. These are the people that truly understand work in the future is going to be decentralized. They understand that you don't have to work 9 to 5 in a company. These are people that already work this way. And they're the ones that are being using this platform. Paraguay also has something very unique, is that decentralized payment systems are part of the daily life. It's not something that people talk in conferences. So while Silicon Valley is obsessed about creating AI agents to replace human labor, in Paraguay, people are already using AI agents to earn money. So that's why we started there, and why we believe Paraguay is actually the blueprint for the future of work. So technically, there's 3 things that make weXare very different. First, you saw it before. We have this browser-native agent runtime. This is this open cloud directly running in the browser with all the incredible things. We are big believers of open source first and also decentralization. And that's why we believe things should happen a lot in the edge. Second, we build human orchestration directly in the workflow itself. And finally, we combine AI coordination with global decentralized payment systems. That combination lets us make these orchestrations very efficiently. So we think this changes how work is done, and we think we think the future is not going to be through companies or SaaS, but actual networks of humans that collaborate together towards a common goal along with AI. You know, AI will do what it can, but people will always do what matters. At weXare, we're building the system that connects those two. So if you're thinking about the future of work, agent coordination, decentralized systems, or global labor networks, just come to us afterwards. Thank you very much.